Howdy y'all, I'm back with this preform I just hacked out a while ago. It almost made the template size. Just like a little bit on the shoulders right there. A little on the tip. Anyway, I drew some pencil lines on there. That way I'm gonna notch it. I'm gonna show again how I make this little tool. If it was raining so hard other than that. I just use about this is a 3 or 4 pound maul and a ball peen hammer. You get a good flat spot on the hammer. Just beam it down flat. You really need to hammer good right into this corner. It makes the edges kind of parallel. If you don't hammer it very hard right up here, it expands down here. That's about all it is to it. Just make sure it's kind of in line with the piece of pipe. And I take a file and clean up, try to get the burrs off of this end. And clean up this end with good nice square edges. You're gonna file this till you get good clean corners. That'll do. And you don't want to file out here on this edge very much at all, because that makes that edge thin and the pipe will split right there. So try to keep filing to a minimum on them 2 outside edges. That looks like a pretty good punch. It got me a different piece of leather now. It ain't quite as thin in the middle as that other piece. That other piece just about to wear through in the middle, I think. I'm gonna get it seated on here, and I'm gonna zoom this camera in a little bit more. Like that. This is my hardwood billet. It's just about 1.5 inches square and I think 8.5 inches long or so. And just to start out though, I'm gonna just take a kind of a straight down little small punch right there just to start the edge. And square the corners a little bit. Right there where I want the knots to be. Give it 2 little starting flakes. This here didn't seem to. Now, I hope you can see that. I'm gonna just barely seat this tool up on the edge of that notch there. I'm gonna lean this punch back. I don't know, right there it's pretty much straight up and down, so I'm leaning it back. It's like a good 20 degrees, maybe 15 to 20. And then when I hit this piece of pipe, I'm gonna hit right here on the back edge. So my whacker is kind of at an angle to the piece of pipe where it's actually only touching right here on the back edge. That seems to just help drive that flake up underneath there better, I think. I'll put just downward pressure with them 2 fingers and put a little bit of pressure on the punch, and then hit it. That didn't get much of a flake. That's alright, just starting out. Can you square the corners off? This is almost a negative angle. I'm leaning it back opposite direction. Them corners got to be pretty square though. Now I'll just take another little bitty bite right there. That didn't release a flake. That did. That made a nice long little flake. Kind of peeled over into my ear though. And square them corners. Then we'll go and get this side going. This is the hardest part for me, just getting started. Once I get it started, kind of like that right there, I can roll on, but I kind of struggle just to get started. That made good square corners. I'm gonna just reach in there and barely, let me try zooming in a little more. See if you can see that better. I peeled another big old pretty clean flake out. So I just reach right in there and just touch them rounded corners. And bop it back the other way. I'm gonna go ahead and hit these birds just a little bit. Take this a little bite. Laying her back. Got good pressure down back here. Took off another nice flake, see? So I went all the way there to where it's fixing to turn over that little ridge. And just take you a little bite onto them rounded corners and bop off corners like that, square them up. This knot's a little bit wide. I think I'm gonna need to widen this one out just a little bit if I can. We'll just reach right there and just barely catch up on the edge of that thing. Lean her back and mock the far out of it. That just peeled off a nice clean little flake. Now square up the corners. That corner didn't square too good right there. You get it buried in the pad pretty good. It ain't really touching out here. That was the problem with my other pad. It was so thin, it was putting a lot of pressure up on them ears. You see how let me turn this camera a little bit here. I'm gonna just get a little bite right there. Lean her back and knock the far out of it. That peeled off another good, nice flake. Seems like the farther you go, the cleaner they start getting. Just catch it a little bit. Bam. That peeled off nice. Good round, clean flake. I took too big a bite right there, I think. And that flake wrapped around the bottom of the ear there. Didn't get much of a flake there, but it did crack that edge, so I'm gonna just come up and go ahead and square them corners. I get one right there. I'm letting that notch get too narrow on me. And I really see how that flake turned light. It tried to take a little flake there, but it didn't release. That's kind of dangerous. We'll go ahead and hit these ends real clean. Try to clean that off of there. Once you get that little broken flake like that, though, if you seat up on that flake, lots of times it ain't gonna work because you just don't get the pressure. It cracks that little flake out of the way and kills all your energy before you even get down there to flake. So I'm gonna just barely catch that edge a little bit. Hit more straight down. That gave me a good flake, but it kind of brought me over there to that broken. Well, I can't get it to seat right that corner. I need these notches to start turning out too. I'm almost angling in, so I'm gonna try to get one more little corner flake off right here. Yeah, gotta get it going that way. This point just seems soft or something. I'm getting burned, it seems like every time I take a flake. I forgot to look see if this is in the camera. I sure hope it was. I'm gonna just take that little old seat right up on there just a little bit. And bam. Same thing here, just a little bite. I press it down, I won't get firm pressure on it, plumb all the way toward, I mean, it's touching all the way to the notch really, but it don't have a lot of upward pressure on this outside edge on that ear. Go ahead and hit these burrs again just for security's sake. Square up these ends a little better. Now, I'm having trouble getting this notch to go that direction. This notch is going at a pretty good angle there like I want it. But this notch really ain't going quite where I wanted it to. I didn't get a very good square corner right there, kind of crumbled it. You gotta be careful, you really want to get good square corner notches. I mean square corners right there. It didn't break off too. Actually, I think, I don't know this for a fact, but I think when I go to notch this side, I put them fingers right over there so it puts more pressure on this side of the point than it does this side. If I press down right over here, I'm likely to split that point or knock that ear off, I believe. So put just a little bit to that side so there's not as much pressure down on his ear, but it's still got contact right under that notch. Or that little spot where it didn't clean up good a while ago is kind of giving me a fit now. Just get that corner squared up. Yeah. I keep forgetting to look, make sure I'm in that camera. I forgot I got it zoomed in so much. I done lost track of where I'm at on this notch. I think I hit that. No. Kind of crumbled that again. Don't really want to do that. I think if I can just get another flake on this notch and catch it up with that one, I'm gonna call it doing on the notching. I'm gonna call that it. I gotta keep forgetting I'm zoomed in so much. It's a little rough, but that's kind of how the tool works. So I'll try to do a better video later. It's just kind of rough tonight, so I'll be back.